75 already?
Yeah. Hey audience, welcome back to my stream. I am Lord Donald Kellys, and here we have my little quiz kitty with me, and we're gonna play some The Greatest Attorney Chronicles. Also, hi Mori, hi Sarah. I hope your stream went well, and Crystal.
Hi.
Yeah, yeah, and Chris, you're getting a little bit. Your hair is getting a little bit ghosty.
All right. Let me do some promotion for you.
Okay. But anyway, we're gonna play. I'm not sure if Crystal is hearing. I'm not sure. Mori, Sarah, can you tell that if Crystal is sounded okay?
Yes, please let me know.
Because I need to change it if that's not the case. Yeah, I think they left. Okay, let me check.
A big quiet
Voice.
you.
Okay, let's see. Talk about now. I think you have to. Your voice is totally up because my Discord you are already up, so a bit quiet compared to you. Okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to promote you real quick. Showcase.
It's fine. So yeah, Chris needs to be more louder than me, so
Alright.
more like
I'll do
that.
my best.
So actually try to see if in your Discord you are more louder. Because I put you on top, so it should be more louder.
I'll turn the volume up. How's that?
Okay, now then, now you're way too louder.
Oh, alright. How about this now? I got it on 75.
Okay, I guess now you're okay.
Alright, cool.
Okay, what about now? Can you hear us okay? Give me a moment. I need to authorize that as well. Okay. It's good now. Okay, that's nice. Okay. So we're all set. We have a really bunch of trouble trying to put yourself in here.
Yeah, we did.
we actually asked Key for that, and that's something. But well, you're here, so yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, we're gonna play the second mission, the case of the Greatest Attorney, because I already played the very first one a year ago. So right now, what we're gonna do? No, we're not gonna continue. So I'm gonna select adventure. The Greatest Attorney. Episode 2. Are you ready to solve this case, Quizzy?
Yes, sir.
Because
Let's do it.
Because my mental skills are up to the task. I just want to know that if yours are already done for it. Okay. We're done. Episode 2. The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckle Band.
In a corner of that small, dark room, Sholmes and I waited with bated breath. In time, there came from the ventilator a hiss and a soft, almost growl-like sound. Suddenly, Sholmes sprang into action, lashing furiously with his cane at a point in the darkness. "You see it, Wilson?" he yelled, his tense voice reverberating through the air. I raised my dark lantern shutter, and the room slowly came into view. Sholmes was staring intently at one particular corner when he started whispering to me. The victim's most perplexing final words. The speckled band. I believe this is the terrible coil to which you referred, Wilson. In front of us was an enormous adder, its fangs bared as it threatened to strike. It truly was the most terrible speckled band I had ever seen.
Nice snake.
I mean, if that snake is not biting you, I guess it is a snake. 9 January, 6:37 a.m. On board of... I wasn't able to read that.
So
Let's go, Ghostman.
let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder. Pray, do excuse me. The
It's
cabin
full
door was
animation.
bolted from inside when
Yeah.
the man was killed. No marks to suggest the bolt was tampered with in any way. So, this would appear to be a locked room mystery. In his final moments, the victim scrawled a message on the floor. Almost certainly with the ink from this upset bottle. A Russian word. So the victim was a Russian man then. And the letters are well formed, suggesting he was compos mentis at the time. This is a most extraordinary script. And evidently not penned by the same hand as this message. In fact, I deduce it was written by someone of a different nationality.
Not right now.
This paper seal was placed just prior to the incident by the victim himself, I would venture. Well, what have we here?
Wow.
Who are you, and what do you think you're doing here?
No one must touch before maritime police come. We must wait.
That won't be necessary. You see, in less than 5 seconds from now, I will reveal the killer to you.
1, 2, 3,
Don't
4,
decide.
5.
This is murder.
You fail.
And in cabin locked from inside.
Ah yes, the locked room. But that mystery is paper thin.
Okay.
You don't mean the culprit is in
I'll be
there?
right back.
Okay, don't worry.
Who are you, and where have you come from?
I'm a great British consultant detective, the only one in the world. Sherlock Sholmes. I presume you must have heard of me.
Okay, here we are. Sherlock Sholmes in the case, and he failed already with the 5 seconds, so... Hey, Diamond Gold! Thank you for the follow! I really appreciate that, and we are waiting for... for my, sister to come back because she has to go.
I am here, but I'll try my best. It's a little loud in here.
It's fine, don't worry.
Oh.
But anyway, let's start the case. My head is troubling. What's going on? Something not right here. There's trouble in the air. Nice room. Wait, I can't move because I'm chained. What the? Why I'm in handcuffs? So you wake up now, huh? We had to drag you out of the wardrobe. I do not believe you could not wake up. You are a true cold-blooded man. You found me then. We found you, and now you pay, criminal. How long are you hiding in that tiny wardrobe, sorry. Now you have been found. It is time for you to admit your crimes. Unless you want to find out how cold the ocean is, Wait, what? I'm very sure we were in the train, not in a fucking
I know,
ship.
right?
No, I tell you everything. There's only one thing I like to know from you. Isn't that? Ah, so this one's for you, Chris.
Let's see. Why did you do it? Why did you take his life?
Miss Susato! Wait, what did you just say? Take his life? Where is he? Where is Kazuma? You pretend you don't know? You are a wolf in the sheep's belt. You are a killer. Do not try to make excuses. Wait, Kazuma's dead? What? No, he was my best friend. Nah, I'm sad. Okay, not totally sad, but still.
Kazuma-sama's body was discovered not long ago. Here, in this very chair.
Cabin.
That was... Hey, cabin? How am I glad? I'm trying. Hang on. Let me see if I can, like... Let me see if I can, like, make it... There we go. In the very cabin that was bolted shut from the inside.
Okay. His body? Please! Do not try to tell us you were doing this terrible thing in your sleep. Kazuma's dead? But he can't be. Or is it? And these handcuffs, surely you don't think I
have to know. Why did you take Kazuma-sama's life? Oh no. Answer me, please!
I answer you if I wasn't watching my handcuffs. No! Kazuma! It was just 2 short weeks ago. Are you sure about this? Won't we get in trouble? Don't you find it's fun being a stowaway? Besides, how else could you come to England with me to study? It was really something else when they broke your luggage in here earlier, though. The way that Russian crewman just tossed your traveling case into the floor, I thought I was going to die. Yes, I still can't quite believe that.
The hero window on that guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of also saucy the way that his headband goes like that because there's no wind in a close space. I really didn't think you'll be able to fit inside my trunk. You must be even less of a man than you think. Hey, honestly, I thought I'd broken every bone in my body. Well, it's about 50 days until we dock in Great Britain. But if you confine yourself to my cabin here, I don't expect anyone will discover you. I hope not. I get a feeling those Russians will be very forgiving of a stowaway. Stowaway, sorry, I'm not sure how to translate that. They are sturdy bunch, that's for sure. What I want to know is, why do we need to keep it a secret from the young lady? From our faithful judicial assistant Mikotova, you mean? From your close friend, more to the point. Surely we could confide in her, could we? I don't believe she gave me away. No, but if she knew what we done, then we'll make her guilty by association, sorry.
Yes, man.
It's best the only you and I know about this. I suppose so. Anyway, it's about the time that the steward is supposed to come and clean the cabin. I know it's cramped, but you get in there. I think it won't be for long. And anyway, compared to hiding inside my traveling case, it'll be a breeze. Yes, but what if the steward decides to open the wardrobe for some reason? Then I'll be in for it. Stop worrying. I'll tell you what. Why don't you write "keep out" or something in this piece of paper? What? Then I can stick it over the wardrobe doors once you were inside. I don't know. We've only been at sea for 15 days. How can this happen? We were supposed to be going this adventure to England together. We'll leave you at next port. Stay quiet until then. Don't make more trouble for yourself. Murder! That's rude.
That was rude.
No, I'm not a murderer. You said before. You said you admit everything about your crimes. No, that's not right. Oh, hello, little brother. I mean, yes, I did store away on this ship, but murdering my best friend? No one else could have done it. Admit the truth. Susato-san. That's me. You have to search for the name Susato-san. That's the thing. Please, tell me what happened. I need to know.
Very well. But there is something I would like to ask of you, too.
Those eyes. She looks like she's ready to destroy me. This nightmare is getting worse by the minute. I suppose all I can do is try to find out what really happened. Okay, Kazuma's death or about the incident?
Kazuma's death.
Okay. He really has been killed, hasn't he? This isn't just a bad dream. And these handcuffs, they think I did it. They think I'm Kazuma's killer?
When they found him, the cabin was locked from the inside.
What do you mean?
There's no access to the cabin via a porthole window, and the bolt on the door can't be operated from outside. In other words, after the crime, the culprit couldn't have escaped these four walls.
What?
Or to put it another way, the culprit can only have been somebody inside the cabin. Or do you have some other explanation?
I do have an explanation. Right from the bat. If you guys remember, there is a piece of paper already glued in the wardrobe.
Yes.
And I was inside the wardrobe.
Yes.
That's a really big discrepancy in this case. This is impossible. How did he die then? What happened exactly?
Are you still going to deny the charge, even despite the circumstances?
Please, Susato-san, you have to tell me.
The cause of death is still undetermined.
They don't know how he died?
The ship's doctor is examining the body, but of course, he has no post-mortem analysis experience. I don't suppose we shall learn more until an expert has been consulted at our next port of call.
So, presumably, that means there were no obvious external signs of injury then.
That's true, yes.
Okay, about the incident. Can't anyone tell me what actually happened here in this cabin? I don't understand it. Why would anyone want to kill Kazuma?
Presumably that's something you know the answer to better than anyone.
Please.
Whatever you say, you were here in the cabin after all.
Well, yes, I was. But
he would always wait before dawn and do his training first thing in the morning. I was waiting outside his cabin, as I have every day so far on this voyage. But this morning, he did not come. I could sense that he wouldn't.
does that mean he was already then when Susato-san arrived at his cabin door? I wonder.
I knocked, but there was no reply. Then I started to become worried, so I went to find a member of the crew. The crewman forced the cabin door open, and when we managed to get inside, there was Kazuma-sama collapsed on the floor.
Okay, I'm gonna stop everybody in here. How the fuck Susato doesn't know that Kazuma also write in fucking Russian? If we are all Japanese. Man, the people in this world is stupid.
I agree.
And the white type there now shows exactly where he was found, I suppose. No idea anything had happened. I must have been asleep in the wardrobe somehow.
I wish it wasn't the case, but that's just very hard to believe.
This is still very hard to believe to me, too. Trust me.
Now I've told you everything that I know. So it's my turn to ask you a question.
Yes, alright. My head feels so heavy. It's still throbbing like anything. Okay, stowaway last night.
The stowaway.
It's you.
Why are you even on board this ship, Naruhodo-san? You said something before about being a stowaway, didn't you?
Oh, yes. I'm afraid that's true. It's 2 weeks since we left Japan now, and I've been shut up in this cabin the entire time.
I had no idea. But how could you have occupied Kazuma-sama's cabin for so long without him noticing?
No! That will have been impossible, obviously.
Yes, of course.
Kazuma invited me. He wanted us to go to England together.
He actually asked you? But why?
I'm afraid I don't really know the reason myself.
I don't understand.
Okay, here goes flashback! Kazuma, why do you want this? What's the real reason? Why go to extreme lengths to smuggle me to England with you? It's an idea that's been on my mind since the end of that incredible trial. I think I told you then, didn't I, that you ought to become a lawyer yourself. Well, yes, you did say that, but I didn't think you were serious. You have a talent for it. I can assure you of that. But I never really thought about becoming a lawyer. Well, that's something you can decide for yourself. London is at the spearhead of cultural development, the center of the world in many ways. There can't be any harm in seeing such an important place with your own eyes, can there? Well, no, definitely not. But on one personal level, if you were to become a lawyer, then what? Nothing. Forget it. Eh? So he has his motives, but he doesn't want to share.
Right. Kazuma-sama he was always saying the same thing. That he wanted to change the Japanese legal system. Perhaps he thought that he could do that with you.
Yes, maybe. But something still bothered me a little. The look in his eyes, then, it was darker than I ever seen it before. Susato-san, I'm sorry that we kept it in secret from you. My stone went away on this ship, I mean.
If I know Kazuma-sama, I expect he was trying to protect me, to avoid me becoming guilty by association.
That's exactly right, yes. Word perfect, in fact. Okay, last night.
If you're not the culprit, then tell me. What happened last night here in this cabin?
Well, the thing is, I don't really remember.
Damn.
Customer brought me something to eat just like he always did. And then I got myself into the wardrobe over there, just like I always did. After that, I...
Fell asleep.
Well, yes.
So deeply that you didn't even stir when Kazuma-sama was killed?
Well, yes. I know it sounds unbelievable, really, I do, but it's the truth. If only I woke up, then perhaps I wouldn't be in this predicament. And for some reason, my head is still throbbing like anything.
Really?
Is something wrong?
Oh, no, it's... Please forget it.
Susato-san! You have to believe me! I didn't do it!
I really don't want to doubt you. But the trouble is, there's no one else who could have possibly done this.
It could be you. Kazuma, I don't understand. Why? Why did this have to happen? I can't take this. Okay, it's you.
Don't try to go anywhere. You're the perpetrator of this crime. You can't leave. I can't allow that to happen.
I'm sorry, but Kazuma was killed right under my nose here, and I didn't do anything to stop it. And now I'm supposed to sort of just sit around, my hands tied, while whoever did this walks free? No, I can't allow that to happen. I need to make justice.
Well, what do you propose to do then?
I'm going to investigate. I'm going to find out exactly what happened here. I'm going to work out who took Katsuma's life and how and why they did it. So I'm sorry, but you're going to have to excuse me. Ow!
Look! Yeah!
Holy shit! What?
That was a suicidal takedown.
Susaru, what? What martial art from is that?
I'm going to need you to prove it.
Sorry? Prove it?
Yes, your innocence. I need evidence.
But how am I supposed to?
Have you forgotten already what you achieved just a few weeks ago? You successfully defended yourself in a court of law.
Ah, I see. She's expecting me to present some conclusive evidence. I have to get Susaru-san to believe me. I'll show her some evidence right now that proves I'm not guilty of this awful crime. The pepper seal, of course. Kazuma will stick this over the doors of the wardrobe for me. It says keep out in Japanese. Hey, Diamond Go! Welcome to the... How are you? I'm doing fine. I'm here playing some The Greatest Attorney with my sister. How are you? Okay, it's rated in Japanese, so I'm not sure the Russian crew can actually read it. Well, I insist they can't. I mean, if I write in Spanish, Chris, you're not gonna be allowed to read it, right?
Right.
So it makes sense. I'm doing well. Ah, that's nice. Thank you. Well, don't worry, you can actually keep watching the stream, so don't worry. You can chat whatever you like. I'm gonna respond. Don't worry. Okay, so I guess this one proves my innocence, so...
Yes.
Yes!
Yes! Tell me, when I was discovered in the wardrobe before, was this piece of paper stuck over the doors?
Oh, yes, it was. I remember clearly.
I thought so. Customer always put it in place whenever I went to sleep in there. Just in case the cabin steward or another crew member decide to look inside. So naturally, he did the same last night as well.
Yes, of course. The gentleman who discovered you peeled that sign from the wardrobe doors before you opened them.
But if I were truly the culprit, I couldn't have climbed back inside the wardrobe and stuck this on the outside of the doors on my own.
Yes, that's quite true.
In other words, it's impossible that I killed Kazuma.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Well, even if you are sprawled hopelessly on the floor, I can see why Kazuma-sama thought so highly of you.
Thank you, Susato-san. Also, you're stupid. Now, do you think that perhaps you could help me up? Ah, man. People in this world is stupid.
Well, in the light of that evidence, I don't see any reason why I should stop you from investigating in here at least.
Thank you. So you finally believe me?
I'm sorry. No.
Okay, I'm gonna start complaining about that. I already solved a mystery and you still don't believe me, so I guess I'm kinda more intelligent from every single one in this universe. So it makes sense. What?
I'm not sure yet. I can't rule out the possibility that you used some sort of conjuring trick to pull the sign back in position. Oh my god.
I mean,
Thinking that out loud.
yeah. I mean, I'm a demon, but I I already said that I am a gun demon. I'm not a magic demon. So, yeah, it's totally impossible for me. So, what does she think I am? A magician?
Ba, 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 ba. For now, I suggest you investigate as thoroughly as possible in here. I'll do the same.
Okay. All right. Let's get to work, Susan.
Please don't misunderstand me. I still have my doubts.
Oh.
I shall be watching you to make sure you do nothing that might disturb the crime scene. I wouldn't want you using your conjuring tricks to destroy evidence, for example. Jesus.
I mean, I explored a lot of shit without any kind of powder before, so you're right to actually mistrust me. Right. Well, anyway, I shall make a start on investigating in here. Examine everything I can.
Alright,
Kazuma.
so before we do, let me put little Broly down. He fell asleep.
Okay. Kazuma, I swear, I will avenge your death! Because my name is not gonna be Ryunosuke Naruhodo, which is not my real name, but still. So, anyway, let's see. Okay, we're in here. Let me check what we have in here. We have University color pen and pepper seal. That's something that we still have. So how you guys been in the chat? And Sarah, you still in there? How have you been your stream? Okay, you're not there, so okay, let's see what can we examine.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's examine this.
Let's see. This is where dear Kazuma-sama would have sat whenever he was writing.
London's diary. Poor Kazuma. He didn't even make it to his destination.
It looks as though the last entry is incomplete.
And as I see, it's written in Japanese. That's another discrepancy I can totally say. Which means, what? He was in the middle of writing it when the incident happened? Let me see what it says. It could be a valuable clue.
Yeah!
Ow.
That's out of the question.
What?
Kazuma-sama may have departed this world, but you must not read his private thoughts.
But what if it's something important, something relevant to the case?
Oh, that sounds like a you problem.
Alright, I won't read it. Oh my god.
Poor Kazuma-sama.
I don't like prying into people's personal matters either. But in this case, isn't the need for clues more important?
Oh dear, that won't do.
Oh, what's the matter, Sasaro-san?
Whenever I'm examining things, I always find myself so focused. I forget to look around properly.
Ah, yes, that's not good.
I don't suppose you're as foolish as me in that regard, are you, Naruhodo-san?
Oh, okay. Thank you for that.
I'm sure you're careful to look around using left and right, aren't you? Now let's investigate all the corners of this cabin.
Yes, let's do that. I suppose my field of vision has been rather small until now. Yeah, because I can totally see everything in 2D right now, so it makes sense. Ooh,
There's a floor.
Yeah.
It's a purple thing.
I spot that too. What is that? What do you think this is? It looks like a broken piece of glassware. Whatever the thing was, it appears to have a broken cleaning too.
The glass is such a beautiful color. It looks like a cute little Netscape fastener from a kimono outfit.
I'm not sure that sounds like Kazuma. He wouldn't have secretly carried a cutie little trinket like this around with him. Will he? Will he? I saw.
And the mark beside it. What is it, I wonder? It has a sort of brick-like hue.
Yes, you're right. It is the color of brick, isn't it? Even though I don't see anything of the same color anywhere else in the cabin. So it's a really nice clue. The sword of Kazuma, is that? Perhaps I should see what these Russian criminals make of the scene of the crime. Excuse me? What? I was wondering how it's going, the investigation, I mean. Grandmother told me Japanese people do not make jokes, but it's not true, I see. Sorry? The criminal asking the investigation for information about his crime? Funny. Oh, I wasn't supposed to be a joke.
He doesn't appear to be laughing either. He's convinced you're guilty.
He might have useful information though. I have to keep trying. So, last night, did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all? I take it like a yes. So, if you excuse me telling me. Yet, of course not. Now back to the corner of room and make salad.
Damn.
You do know something if you already say it like that. I say no more to you. Did I hit a nerve? Just for a minute there, he seems a little flustered. Okay, so we talk this to this man. It's useless. So
What about what looks to be a leg on the floor next to a knife?
this?
Oh. Hang on.
Okay. Okay, excuse me, I'm gonna sip a little bit of water. Okay. So, that's my dinner from last night. A roast chicken. It was really tasty. So it was chicken. Okay, give me a second. Let's wait for Crystal to actually be prepared. Oh, so far. Wait, can I check the clues? I do. We don't have any clues. And we have only 2 profiles. Kazuma Sagi, a certified lawyer and my best friend. He was on his way to London for a study tour when he was taken from this world. Susato Mikatawa, a medical assistant who was traveling with Kazuma to London for a study tour. She is the epitome of refined Japanese lady. So we don't have any more clues, that's another thing. And, okay. So, yeah, this is a roast of chicken, so... That's my dinner from last night, a roast chicken. It was really tasty.
Yes, it was very delicious, wasn't it? But, did you eat it on the floor here?
Dog, Susato-san. I ate at the table, of course. Well,
Nothing wrong with eating on the floor.
I know. I ate on the floor almost all the time, so.
Of course you do.
Which begs the question of when and how the plate ended up on the floor. So you.
But Kazuma-sama didn't like chicken at all, did he?
No, that's right. So he didn't touch it. Which means all the more for me.
Oh no! Does that mean poor Kazuma-sama spent his last night on this earth with an empty belly? Oh shit. Sucks to be him. I mean, it's just so horrible.
Now I suddenly have the cultic cancers and that itchy stomach. An itchy stomach. Okay,
Sucks to be him. He should have ate.
I mean, eating in tables are for rich people. I'm not rich.
Yeah, same.
Okay, there's something here.
That's Kazuma-sama's precious sword. He never went anywhere without it.
Yes, he was always saying that Japanese man's katana is his soul.
I believe he had to work very hard to convince the government to allow him to bring it on his trip.
I suppose that shows just how important it was to him. And now he's gone, but I'm not ready to let his spirit go just yet. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm very, very sure that you can trap souls in a glass vessel.
Yeah, like urns.
Like an urn. So technically, when you die, if you die, I'm just gonna take a glass a glass urn, and then I'm gonna put your soul in there.
Okay, that's fine.
Just so I'm not alone for the rest of the doomsday.
That's fine. Now go over and look at the tape.
Now I'm gonna put it right behind my bed.
Don't nobody want to hear you bump it ugly.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. What's the next we can search? We can search in here. Sure.
Yeah, search the scroll.
Seiji, the Japanese word for justice. The brush strokes are straight and true, just like Kazuma.
Yes, his calligraphy was always a reflection of his heart. Yet can you really look at those characters without feeling shame, knowing who drew them so thoughtfully?
Of course I can. I mean, I'm innocent, so why wouldn't I be able to?
Even though you stowed away on this ship? Wow, talk about guilt tripping, the fuck?
Yeah. Well, technically she's you, so.
Alright, calm down. I'm not that bad.
We will see, we will see. No, you're going to break that up, are you? I can't win.
No, you cannot.
Okay, let's see the table now.
Yeah, check the table. There's nothing on this table at all. The plate and cutlery are all over the floor for some reason.
Yes, it is strange. Last night when I went to sleep, I'm sure everything was still. No, wait a minute.
What is it?
That's funny. I can't seem to remember anything about what happened after dinner at all.
Uh-oh. So then perhaps you are responsible for what happened to Kazuma-sama.
Dang. Again. No, no, no! Okay. That's all. What is this? Can I see this? No. What about the door?
Yeah, the latch on the door. When I went for help and the crewmen forced the door open, this bolt had been firmly closed.
It is quite small bolt and not particularly sturdy, and it just slides across to secure the door shut. But still, with the door bolted, there will be no way to get in or out of the cabin, that's for sure. It's no wonder everyone suspects me. When she glares at me like that, I feel a tense all up and down my spine. I remember reading once in a detective novel. The culprit used a needle and thread to draw a bolt across from outside the room in a situation like this.
Whoa. Yes, that's a clever trick, isn't it? I'm an avid reader of detective stories myself. But the door of this cabin and its frame are made of metal, and they seal together perfectly. There wouldn't be no possibility of using that needle and thread trick here, I'm afraid.
When she glares at me like that, I feel pins and needle all up and down my spine. So technically you have a deadly eyes. Okay. Yeah.
Look on the wall. Yeah, there it is.
Over there?
Yes.
These are the rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Buria.
It's essentially a list of requests from the captain to all passengers on board.
Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
Damn. Sounds discriminatory.
What? Why are you staring at me?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Are you more of a dangerous object or a pet? Yeah, that sounds... I can't decide. Sounds a little racist to me.
Well... Well, one thing's for sure. Either way, I wasn't supposed to be in here. Okay, let's check this.
Yeah, it looked like something's tipped over outside of the books.
Huh. Well, we will see about that later. The books have fallen over on the shelf. Look! They've all toppled the same way.
And what's this? A statue of some god of the sea? Although he's fallen over as well?
Yes, it's almost as if the whole shelf has been ransacked and everything mown down at once.
I wonder if... Perhaps it was Kazuma-sama during his morning sword training, do you think?
I seriously doubt it.
Then perhaps... It was you, Naruhodo-san, in a fit of rage?
I wouldn't have bothered leaving the wardrobe just to mess up a few books and a statue. Could the way these things have been thrown about have anything to do with the case, I wonder? Probably that was a struggle.
Crying! Well, I'll just set everything straight again. I don't like to see a mess.
Okay. Yeah. You-
Alright, wait, scroll to the left.
Okay.
There we go.
We have the wardrobe. Oh wait, we didn't watch this.
That's that box. That's a very large traveling case, isn't it?
Yes, it carries a lot of memories for me.
Like you being in it.
Yeah.
Wait, memories, what do you mean?
Well, that's actually how I stowed away on this vessel. I was brought on board inside that case.
Ah, yes. I see it says this way up in Japanese.
Which in hindsight, I should have realized the foreign crewmen wouldn't be able to read. I was turned over and over and over, and then I was tossed on the floor in here.
Yeah, sound like TCA. Oh dear, being a stowaway isn't as romantic as it sounds.
Well, it was less painful than societal takedown. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. We have the writes in the floor. Did the customer write that before he died? It looks like it's written in ink.
He must have knocked the ink pot from the desk when he collapsed on the floor.
Then I suppose he wrote this message by dipping his finger in the spillage.
Poor cousin Osama. No doubt he was in terrible pain. It's almost unbearable to imagine it.
I suppose he was trying to leave some kind of clue in his final moments, wasn't he? I'm sorry, partner, but I can't read your writing.
The writing on the floor is what throws me off. I don't think that's Japanese, Naruhodo-san.
What? Then what language is it?
It's Russian. It pains me to admit it, but I don't know.
It's not a foreign script I'm familiar with. What does it mean, I wonder? Of course, this is Russian.
Of course, huh?
But I guess we're ignorant in this world, so yeah.
Hit the cabin. The cabinet.
This one?
Yeah.
The wardrobe.
Well, yeah. It's 2 weeks since we set sail from Japan. Have you really been living in that wardrobe the entire time, Naruhodo-san?
I think living isn't quite the right description.
Oh, no, I suppose not. Although it must have been rather exciting making this voyage in your own secret hideout.
The truth was, I never knew when a member of the crew might come in. So yes, I did basically have to live in the wardrobe. And last night was not exception.
But because of that, you had no idea what happened out here in the cabin.
No, sadly not. Interesting. Okay, there's something here. Yeah.
This is... yes, it's a bell code contraption, I think.
What do you mean, contraption?
I read about it in the book I was studying that talked about life in Great Britain. Large households often have bell cords like this, which you can pull to ring a bell to summon servants.
Oh, so kinda like a phone in a hotel.
Yeah, but for servants.
Yeah. Really? That sounds almost magical.
I don't know about that.
Shall we give a little try?
Yes. In the interest of cultural research, obviously. Ring ding, you bitches.
Nothing happening.
Nothing. Nothing came for lowly Japanese people.
Yeah. That's racist. Anyway, I mean that's how Russia works, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure it's just that everyone is busy, that's all. Busy by being racist.
Oh, look, a vent.
A vent?
Look, I think that's some kind of opening for a ventilator. A hole through which fresh air can circulate into the cabin.
Isn't that a little odd?
What do you mean?
Well, this ventilator, if that's what it is, looks like it must connect the next door cabin.
Yes, it would appear to. You're right.
But if its purpose is to allow fresh air into the room, surely it should be connected to the outside.
That's true. Perhaps it's so that rain and spray don't find their way in when the seas are rough, or something like that.
I suppose. Maybe that's it. Oh, hello!
Ooh. Oh, what the? Why is his ass up?
Well, technically his ass is in the air. He's not. He's not in the deck. So. Who's that? He wasn't here a minute ago. As far as I can tell, it looks like he might be European.
Oh, howdy. Ooh.
You noticed the man, too, have you? I have no idea who he is or how he got in here, but he looks suspicious and tall. Suspiciously tall.
Naruhodo-san, don't tell me. Do you really not know who that is?
No. It looks like... Detective Crusoe? You old Terry! Well, no. I don't have any foreign friends or acquaintances. Yeah, acquaintances at all. He doesn't look like a member of the crew. There's something very unusual about him. And is he investigating Kasima's desk, or he is just playing on it? I can't tell.
Well, in that case, we simply must talk with him.
Am I just imagining it, or Sato-san looks almost uncontrollably excited?
Giggity. Oh, by the way, I expect that you've noticed already, but just in case. If you press X on people when they're in the crosshairs, you can converse with them.
Oh, so can I press the X button on you and...
X!
And...
Wait.
Well, actually, I'm gonna press circle on you and then you're gonna be muted instantly.
That's crazy.
Alright then, I get that suspiciously tall gentleman in my sights and see what he has to say for himself.
Oh, please do.
Okay, examine. Also, I noticed that this thing is connected to the other one, so... Yeah, really smart on this world. But nobody noticed that somebody can grow from that burnt.
Yep.
Ah, I hate being the smartest being in this stupid world. You're all stupid. Even Detective Crusoe here is stupid.
Click the man with his ass up.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Do you have a moment? Shh. This is a critical point of my investigation. Yeah, totally critical. Maybe I should leave him alone. He seems a little unfriendly.
Yes, perhaps that would be for the best.
Greetings! I wasn't able to read that. You move fast to be told. What exactly were you doing on Kasuma's desk just now? Nice goggles. Ah, I see. Fascinating. Sorry. What did you see? It feels like he's looking right through me. Ah, yes, everything is clear now. The train of reasoning has run its course. My deductions have crystallized.
Woo!
Anyway. You have been in Afghanistan. I perceive you recently returned, if I'm not mistaken. Afghanistan?
Okay.
Sorry? What? And now, whilst venturing toward foreign crimes, you find yourself in a most troubling predicament. Oh, well, that's realist.
But how?
How did I know that? Perhaps? It was really a most elementary deduction, hardly worth explaining.
Have you perhaps managed to deduce anything else?
But of course, a great many things. There is no mystery, my dear madame, for example. You have fled to your native land of Russia, being, as you are, a merciless revolutionary. Do I now? You leave 16 victims of assassination in your wake, and now travel to England to blow up the Crystal Tower.
Oh no.
Me what? And when the very bold occupant of this very cabin discovered your identity, you end his life too. Yes, I believe that summarized the facts beautifully. No need to hide the truth now, nothing decides these eyes.
The reach. He just reached.
Just to be clear, you are talking about me, right? Are you? Certainly, Do you see another in this cabin who fits the bill? A Russian assistant with 16 victims to his name?
Damn.
No, I not. I don't even see one person who fits the bill. Actually, the sailor in the door, I can totally say.
Yeah, one of them. So it's true. She can't be that gullible. It was you who did this to Kazuma-san. Kazuma-sama.
What?
Again. And you're plotting a revolution too? It's shameful behavior, Naruhodo-san. Absolutely wicked.
No, listen, there's no way.
Hiya!
Oh my god.
Now explain yourself. Tell me everything.
Okay, I tell you everything. The entire Russian invasion to the very first war, it was like this. Very first platoon on the secondary zone, and then the second platoon to the secondary zone, and then the third platoon to the secondary zone, and I am not sure if that makes sense, but still. What was I trying to tell them? Never mind. This is ridiculous! Chris, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Let's see. How could you do it?
For pity's sake, open your eyes! I'm not a Russian revolutionary, obviously.
Give me a moment, Lorden. I'm sorry.
Okay, don't worry. I give you all the time you need. Okay, let's see. Do I have something in the court's record? Not yet. Anyway, remember that tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming Cult of the Lamp, and also if you didn't follow me on Twitter because I have a shit ton of memes in there, and also you can track my streams. Also, if you miss my streams, I also have my YouTube account and channel. Sorry, for you to actually if you missed my previous streams. It's not the very first case of the Great Thessalonian, unfortunately, because that happens before I made my YouTube channel. So sorry about that. Also, if I'm not mistaken, okay.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry. Okay.
Oh, were you promoting? I can wait.
No, it's fine. I can promote that later.
Oh, okay. Oh, forgive me.
And as for you, what kind of deduction was that? You were just saying the first thing that came into your head. So, but was I not right? Whilst venturing towards foreign climes, you do find yourself in almost troubling predicament, did you not? Yes, maybe. There you have it. You see, what do you make of that, Well, to be honest, the ship is en route to England and I am in handcuffs at the scene of a murder, so I'm not really sure you could call it a deduction. It's more like a plain observation. Indeed, an observation, my dear boy, is the basis of all deduction. My method is founded upon the observation of trifles. You see, I announce my findings with a basic certitude. And more often than not, I'm right. I don't think you introduced yourself. My apologies. How remiss of me. I'm none other than the greatest detective of the century, known to men and women the world over. The inimitable Sherlock Holmes.
So it's really you, the actual Sherlock Holmes?
That's actually really fun to say the 3 times, right?
Talk about copyright.
Very same. The inimitable actual Sherlock Holmes. Do you know this man, Susato-san?
The most famous detective in the world? Naruhodo-san. Of course I do. There's nobody who hasn't heard of him.
What planet have I been living on then?
We must ask him what he's deduced.
Well, about the planet, I live in 1,000 planets before getting here. So, yeah. But I've been in this planet while the dinosaurs die, so it's not excusable. Okay, it's you.
Oh shit. Oh my bad. He will have worked out in the entire case already, I'm sure.
Really? Why do I feel uneasy about this? Susato, say it's time on gold. Okay, let's converse. Great Detective Kazuma Stead, what you were investigating?
Great detective first.
Alright. So, you're a great detective, are you? Sorry, what was your name again? Indeed, I am none other than the one and only Sherlock Holmes. Oh, I see. You are German? Sherlock? Was it? No, I have no hair. I mean, I have hair. Please, call me Holmes. You can read all about my exploits in this exciting London publication.
Oh yes, Rand's magazine, full of wonderful short stories and interesting articles from Great Britain. I never miss an issue. I have it sent from England especially.
Ah, yes, here it is. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. So, you're the protagonist in a series of short stories then? Indeed I am. And you read so many of your own stories, you've started to think you really are a detective. Make no mistake, I'm not the poor, deluded fellow you take me for. Your inference is backward. Backward? My trusty biographer records my greatest detecting achievements and chronicles them in the magazine. You have a biographer, don't you? Doesn't everyone? Mine goes by the name of Dr. Wilson, presently keeping shop in London. Dr. Wilson.
Oh.
I must say, thanks to that publication, I've been fantastically busy of late. Why this very moment I am returning from Asia, having solved the mystery of a cursed loyal crowd. Really? I can't work out whether I should take this man seriously or not.
Interesting.
Deduction, you see, is the me of science. Logical reasoning, it is purest form.
A science?
Really? Hey, Sherman, welcome to the stream. Objection! But we're not in there.
Simon, hi, and welcome.
Yeah. Ace Attorney. Yeah, we are playing Ace Attorney, don't worry. But we're still not in the objection part, so. Just to those servers notice even the most suitable of reactions in this his subject.
Oh, before we continue, sorry man, this is my brother, Lorden.
Yeah. A poor cheap glaze, a twitch of a muscle, a slight inclination of the posture. Fingernails, arm sleeves, furrows in the skin, all those things are data. Right. And the trained logical makes deductions for his data and the blink of an eye. The ultimate conclusion is, without a plate, the truth. As he demonstrated only a few short moments ago. Didn't you? How can he look me in the eye and claim that? So you see, I have the truth both for observation and for deduction, and fame. That is what makes me the one and only Sherlock Holmes. Okay.
Alright, what were you just investigating?
Guess almost dead.
Oh, you want to do that one instead?
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you. Can you manage to deduce? Give me a second. Ace Attorney's art style transition from 2D to 3D is really well handled. It is, actually. Okay. Have you managed to deduce anything about this particular case yet? Have I managed to deduce anything, my dear fellow? Who do you suppose to discover the culprit in this most cunning hiding place? That's right. It was none other than the great detective before you now, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Ah, I see. In other words, I'm in this now because of him.
Yes, sir. My favorite. I mean, damn, that's crazy. When I became anxious about Kazuma-sama this morning, I summoned all of the crew members to force the cabin door open.
And I conceal myself among their number, gaining entry to the scene of the crime. Yes, luckily for everyone, the great detective Sherlock Holmes was on board. Okay, I don't really know what's going on. I'm at that copy, but I love Holmes. Say that one.
I like it already.
Yeah, I think we are all fans of Holmes, except me, that I'm actually in jail because of him. Well, I know how to be in jail. That's something. And the handcuff seems to be an excellent fit, Mr. Naruhodo.
What's going on? But I love Sholmes.
Yeah.
Sholmes is funny.
The very moment I laid eyes on the scenes, two facts were immediately apparent to me. Ah, really? Two facts, you say? Two facts.
Well, where are these?
The deductions. Okay, two facts. Mr. Shams, tell us please. What two facts were apparent to you when you came into this cabin this morning? Ah, yes, but first, let us be precise. The two facts in question were immediately apparent to me. Yes, I understand. But what were they? Allow me to elucidate. The two facts that I deducted from a mere momentary glance at the scene of the crime were as follows. Number one, the cabin was locked within, redirecting the escape of the culprit out of the question. Number 2. The victim was Russian and killed following a dispute with an accurate acquaintance. That's it. So, those 2 facts are already a lie.
Exactly.
Hello, Mr. Jones. Yeah. What made you think the victim was Russian? Observe the dying message left by the victim on the floor. Well, why would you call that a translator? I'm just gonna say...
I was expecting you to try to pronounce it.
I'm not Russian. Why do you keep saying that I'm Russian? I have the Russian the same as you have of unsure Sweden, I'm gonna say. That is the Russian word for wardrobe. Okay. So, do you really think... I know, it's you.
Oh, okay. Do you really think Kazuma-sama could have left a dying message in Russian?
In their final moments, many find their native tongue filling their head. For this young man, Russian. Kazuma was Russian, was he? Initially, I considered Garberov may be the name of the killer, a certain Robert Gard, perhaps. But in the interest of thoroughness, I decided it could be the wrong not to look inside the wardrobe, there at least. It's you.
Well, where you found Mr. Naruhodo sleeping soundly.
Quite so, I found you! Give me a second, Damon. Your reading skills are impressive considering your eyes are covered by that rather pretty crystal. I have no eyes, that's the question! That's the question! Quite so, I found you!
For you to see.
Yeah, I found you, the renowned Russian revolutionary killer. Why is that I'm Russian too? I observed that you were wearing the same attire as the victim. In other words, you were acquainted. And if my memory serves, that outfit is the traditional dress of Russian people.
Our school uniforms are the traditional dress of the Russian people? I had no idea.
And I had no idea a detective could get something so wrong.
Facts.
I took a photograph of the victim and the message that I might analyze it for possible hidden details. That's a picture. This was taken immediately after the young man was discovered before the body was removed. Demon Gold says, "Say, I have you got a Discord where I can keep up with streams of a great overlord of mine." Again, I have a Twitter, so you can actually follow me from there. And the server, my Discord server is not yet done. So when it's done, I just gonna put it in my Twitter. So don't worry about that. But
Lord, and where are your commands?
Yeah.
like where are your commands? Like you're supposed to have like commands as to where people can follow you.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna do that later. So anyway, be paying about that because again, I don't have that. I don't have that set yet. So yeah.
All right, that's fine.
So, but anyway, you can follow me on my Twitter. I'm gonna let you guys know to where I have my server on already. I have a lot to work on this on this stream. Anyway, I already read that. Yes, Kazuma had already been taken away when. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Chris. Kazuma had already been taken away when I woke up. This is the first time I actually seen him like this. Okay, it's your turn.
Alright, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, yes, thank you. The photograph of the crime has been entered into the court. The Russian word of wardrobe in purple ink. It would appear to have been written in the victim's final moments.
Good, our first clue. Well, piece of evidence.
Yeah. Can I ask you something, Mr. Sholmes? What, pray? You mentioned Russia before as well, didn't you? You know, when you said I was a fearsome revolutionary fleeing from Russia and all of that. Oh, yes. Wait a second. You now have a new Twitter follower. I look forward to new streams. Yeah, I am my vacation week, so Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday and Thursday are gonna be streaming at the evening, and because this is my final days of vacation, so yeah. But so I'm gonna let you know, and also I'm gonna start streaming Saturdays midnight because it's the only time that I can do it. So yeah. So thank you for the follow, Diamond. And
thank you for following my brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So yeah, be on notifications if you want to actually see my streams, because I have a shit ton of games that I want to stream. Okay. Ah yes, the train of reasoning that led me to the truth. Would you mind explaining me that train of reasoning to me, do you think? Go hey ho! I'm not sure how to translate that. I'm not Russian. Certainly, if it interests you. How many times? I'm not Russian. I don't speak Russian. Okay, your reaction now or what? We're just investigating.
Alright, the deduction.
Okay. Can we talk about your deduction before? The things you concluded about me, I mean. Ah, the no famous accurate troubling predicament you find yourself in. Actually, it was the other details that I was more hoping to discuss. You know, the merciless Russian revolutionary and assistance of 16 part. Ah yes, the more sordid details. It was a fairly commonplace deduction. Sorry. Here we have this morning's paper. The main headline reads: Revolutionary billion Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. I look a single picture of that. I mean, do I have a fucking beard? Come on, joke, but I don't have beard. Also, okay, the kind of eyeglass, the glasses that he wears, I can discuss that because, hey, my eyes are just covered, so. But he don't wear any Russian rose. He says that I look like that man. I don't understand that.
Which is wild.
This person made a poor call at Shanghai yesterday, and last night the young Russian was murdered. Since when was Kazuma was a Russian?
It sounds like Mr. Sholmes has concluded he was Russian because of what Kazuma-sama wrote on the floor.
It was a simple fact of reasoning to realize that the culprit of this crime was the same merciless revolutionary. One who would kill the very man who helped him to escape after his true identity was discovered. Yes, you, Billion Bolshevik. I think it's kind of like
Close enough.
No! How could it be me? I don't look anything like this man. Just look at his face.
Thanks.
Well, you are a fearsome revolutionary after all. So, therefore, you are You have no doubt learning to revolutionize your appearance as well.
That was a reach.
Please. I mean, we are in the Victorian era, so I thought there is some plastic surgeries in here. And I might add, your name does not appear on this ship passenger list. Need I say more? My little stream avatar is clearly the coolest out of all of them down. They're just saying. We will see about that. We will see about that, Diamond. Well, that's because I am a stowaway. Okay, your turn.
Oh, sorry. What about the other details? The 16 victims of assassination and blowing up the Crystal Tower.
Oh yes, the journalist clearly interviewed the man and printed all those particular in the article. That is, the man has perpetrated thus far, and thus he is plotting. Yes, everything about this revolutionary Bolshevik was included. There can be no mistake.
Do revolutionaries usually agree to interviews with newspaper reporters, I wonder?
And what about the part where you said I was just returning from Afghanistan?
Right.
Also quite clearly stated here in the article,
What?
Bolshevik is a return after the period of subversive activities in a war-torn region of Afghanistan. Where even is it anyway? This
Right,
Afghanistan place. What? What do you say?
I thought it was mentioned in the article that he read.
Yeah, okay. Here, take this paper for yourself as little memento of this great deduction. Oh, thank you. I observed that all that is of my interest to me within its pages, but I see no rubbish binary. Okay. Okay, an article on the front page of a resonance paper. The headline reads Revolutionary Build Please Russian via Shanghai. And you might find the article of the back page of interest as well. On the back, cast your eyes over in sometime if the interest takes you, though you may need someone to interpret. It's already in Russian. I could have to read it, but I suppose it would hurt just to glance at the article. Maybe might be a picture or two. Okay, the last one is what you were just investigating. Yeah. Before we started talking, you were examining Kazuma's desk, aren't you? Kazuma? Ah yes, the victim.
Did you notice anything useful? Anything at all?
Observe from a moment the desk of the victim. Yes? We see that the victim was engaged in penning some text. London's diary. Kazuma was keeping notes of the trip. But I don't think you should read these private writings. It could upset people. Tragic. and something you ought to perhaps elucidate before the act of reading. You mean you've read it already? It is my business to know what other people do not. Yes, believe it or not, I know as nothing of Japanese. Oh, I see. Well, you're about to know what Susaku takedown is. Susaru-san, are you going to throw the detective with one of your trademark takedowns?
Oh no. I'm sorry, Naruhodo-san. What on earth do you mean? That's crazy!
That is so unfair!
she swooned by his European chiseled jaw.
Damn it. Anyway, to return the matter at hand, namely, this diary belonging to the victim. It will appear the final sentence is incomplete, as if the author were cut short. Tell me, what is the nature of the writing? For I be precise as to details. Oh, but I thought you knew Japanese.
Exactly.
Smattering, dear boy, smattering. Sayonara, bonsai, mikado. Nado. I trust you're suitably impressed. Technically, it's the same kind of French that I know. You know, the only French that I know is bonjour, baguette, and Eiffel Tower. But this diary is littered with complicated looking characters, of which I can read precisely none.
Oh, you idiot.
So, what was all that showing off all about before then?
If you will be so kind as to show me, I will be happy to read it to you, Mr. Shawls.
I'm much obliged, my dear madam.
Nice. The final entry here in Kazuma-sama's diary consists of just 2 short sentences. The first reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound.
A whistling sound? These are very deep waters. Pray, go on.
The second sentence reads,
Oh shit.
1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
A speckled band? What on earth does that mean?
I have no idea. I've never heard of that expression before.
The ventilator grill, you say? That man was presumably referring to the ventilator, of course. To the lattice there on the wall, which connects to the adjoining cabin. Yes, the adjoining cabin. Okay, Adari Kazuma was keeping his trip until London. According to the last entry he made before his death, he spied what appeared to be a speckled band. Okay, I think that's it. So, I believe I give you enough to consider for the time being at least.
Do you have somewhere to go?
As it happens, the victim's writing in his diary had piqued my interest. The matter warrants further investigations, I believe, and if I am still too long, the seasickness takes hold.
Oh, I suppose. You're thinking of investigating the cabin next door, which the ventilator connects to.
Great detectives are a curious breed. Our minds revel at stagnation. We crave mental exhalation. So yes, I intend to investigate. Hence the truth will become clear soon enough. Do you think perhaps that we could go with you? No. That will be somewhat complicated. What? But why? A simple glance at your eyes should reveal the answer.
Damn.
Oh, this. After all, you're the prime suspect in this matter, no? There's no point trying to turn it into a question. You're the one who decided I was the culprit in the first place. Where do you mean? I have no recollection of naming you as the culprit at any point. You gotta be joking! You just said it! Only a moment ago! Dear me, you are clearly misguided. I could have no cause to say such a thing.
Bruh.
Hmm.
Well, actually, Mr. Sholmes, I did hear you say that too.
You're quite sure? Well, that's very strange. I wouldn't have said you had the face of a criminal, you know? Not really. So, what were you looking at my niece before? What a great detective you are! Well, anyway, that was then and this is now.
Damn.
What do you mean? What I mean, sir, is this. If you are the culprit, then you must play the part more convincingly. Roll over and accept your fate. Now he's just being plain rude. Got a lot of detectives in this one. And up he goes, having just laughed in my face. His sense of humor as twisted as his name. Your time.
Naruhodo-san, what are you just standing there for?
Hmm?
We must go and investigate the cabin next door as well.
Aren't you forgetting something? What about this?
Hiya! After Kazuma-sama spent his dying moments struggling to leave us a clue, you're willing to give up? You're just going to roll over and accept your fate?
As if you gave me any choice in the rolling over part. Okay. I think we still have some investigation to finish up in here first, don't we? Let's carry on examining what we can in this cabin while we wait for a chance to sleep next door.
Good idea. I thought we did all that.
The situation doesn't look good for me, but there are still things I can do to help myself. And I owe it to Kazuma to do everything I can to find a way out of this and bring the real culprit to justice. Is that?
Is something wrong, Naruhodo-san?
Oh, no, it's just that crewman standing by the door. I can feel feeling like I seen him somewhere before. Ooh.
Oh, yes, you're right. He does look familiar. Excuse me, sir.
Yes? What I can do for you? Oh wait!
Oh.
It's the butler for the previous case.
Huh.
he also was a detective, I guess, an undercover detective.
Oh.
I recognize that face, but it can't be. It's him.
Oh no! Oh, he's dying. Oh, I didn't know you were here, Inspector Hosonaga.
Hosonaga.
Naga. Okay. Man is dying.
Yeah, the same thing happens in the last case as well. This guy has some kind of sickness. Hello again. What are you doing here? I think that should be my line. I was so stunned when I saw you. My heart stopped.
Nearly stopped, I hope.
I received some special orders to go undercover as a member of the crew and board the ship. Again?
You certainly seem to enjoy undercover work, Inspector.
If there's anything I can do to help you, please ask. I never expected to see this man on board, but perhaps his presence can help me out of this hopeless situation. Okay, let's converse with the detective. Special orders or permissions to investigate?
Permissions to investigate.
Okay. We're doing what we can to investigate Kazuma's death ourselves. I thought you might be. You didn't do it, did you? You are not the killer. Of course not.
We'd really like to investigate the cabin next door.
Yes, yes. So we need to be allowed out of this cabin. I'm sorry. What? You've been deemed a risk to the ship's safety.
Damn.
If you move to even touch the handle of this cabin door,
We'll be shot dead.
that zombie-looking seaman there will surely snap your neck in two.
Oh, well, damn.
I suppose I'm not just a stowaway now. They think I am a murderer as well. Will it be possible to give me something to work with? Do you think I am going to need something persuasive?
Oh, what do you mean?
If I had a solid reason why the next door cabin should be investigated, for example, I'd do everything I could to persuade the captains to allow it. Really, I lay my life on the line if I had to.
You don't say.
But I don't see how.
There may be a way.
What? Really?
Think of how you tried to persuade me of your innocence, Naruhodo-san. By presenting me with a piece of evidence that you already had in your possession.
Evidence?
It's just the same as when you were in court. You must have done it many times during your trial. Simply select the present panel and choose some evidence that Inspector Hosanaga could use.
So, evidence that will give us a viable reason to investigate the next door cabin, isn't it? Alright, yes. I think I might know what we can use. Let's see if I can present the cabin. Oh, yeah, I mean... So we can present it or we can say special order?
Orders.
What?
Special orders.
Okay. So, what are your special orders in this time, Inspector?
Yes, and why are you dressed as a member of the crew?
I am so sorry.
Ouch.
This is all my fault. I take full responsibility. For what? My orders were to act as an Sonogi-san's bodyguard. It was Minister of Justice Jigoku who pushed for this overseas study tour to go ahead. And he entrusted me with ensuring that Asoki-san reached Great Britain without being assassinated. Assassinated? How? How could that even been a possibility? I'm not sure. But these are complicated times. There are tensions between the world's greatest powers. Minister Jigoku said we should be prepared for all eventualities. This is incredible!
I was promoting you, hold on.
Okay, it's
I
fine.
don't believe it. Kazuma-sama was assassinated?
Obviously, we could give Asoki-san a visible security escort. Which is why I'm undercover now, posing as one of the crew.
I see.
And I didn't take my eyes off him the entire time we've been on board, from morning until night, every day. But I never imagined it could happen here, inside his own cabin. Not here on the first class deck. I've been failed miserably in my assignment, and Asoki-san is dead as a result. I'm a disgrace. All I can do is humbly apologize. Inspector. So if there's anything at all that I can do to help you now, just say the word. Okay.
Let's evidence.
Let's present Kazuma's diary, which is a very one. Because he says Speckle Band.
Speckle Band, yep. That's
So can I present this? Okay. I can hear the fence whistling sound. That looks sort of a pocket band in drinking from the ventilator's grill. Okay, how do I present this? Ah, over here. There it is. Present! What's that? It's Kazuma's diary.
Just before he died, Kazuma-sama wrote something rather strange in his diary.
Strange? In what way?
He wrote, "What looks like some kind of speckled band is dangled from the ventilator grill."
Okay, Diamond says, have my first day of anniversary in few days. I'm super nervous but also hyped. It's fine. I'm not sure how anniversary works, because I never went to an university. Because I'm from Argentina, so yeah, I'm poor. But I'm very sure it's gonna be nice. So be always positive. Okay.
Good luck to you.
A speaker band? That is strange. Yes, we're still trying to work out what he meant by that. But what I'd like to know is... Don't tell me. The ventilator, is it?
You're very astute, Inspector.
That ventilator clearly joins to the next door cabin. That's right. So if we could investigate in there, we might be able to work out what the speaker band was. Alright then. I can't leave this cabin at the moment. I'm stuck here until we arrive at the next port. The captain has given me strict orders to guard the scene of the crime, you see. I have to entrust the investigation to you.
Really? You're willing to do that?
Yes, as long as you don't leave the first class cabin area. I'm afraid I can't remove these handcuffs though. But what about the captain? Are you going against his direct orders?
Ugh.
I am a man of my word. And I promise you that I lay my life on the line. That's what it takes to convince the captain. After all, I'm afraid to keep Asogi-san safe. This is the least I can do. Thank you.
Let's seize the moment then, Naruhodo-san. Just select move and we can leave this cabin at last.
Move! Alright! Let's see what we can find out. Okay, let's move to the next area.
Alright, let's push forward.
First class passageway. 9th January, 7:48 AM. Double S Buria first class cabin passageway. Whew! I'm finally out of the cabin. I have to admit, this isn't quite what I was expecting. It's less spacious out here than I thought it would be, and this is the most luxurious accommodation.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, Diamond say, look away for 2 seconds. Why is he bleeding? It's
internally.
he has a sickness. We already established that in the last case, but he's a detective that is sick, but he still continue because he has horrible stuff, and that's so that's the summarized thing. Okay, it's you.
Oh, Kazuma-sama was being sent on this study tour by the government. That's why he was being put up in the first-class cabin. Even still, this is about twice as large as my accommodation in steerage.
Really? That must be awful. Oh, look over there! That's another crewman keeping watch, and he looks enormous, even if he is sitting down.
The door next to him leads to the second-class accommodation. I suppose he's making sure that no one comes in here with who shouldn't.
I suppose. Like people in handcuffs.
Naruhodo-san, you look like a little boy visiting a toy shop for the first time. Jesus Christ. I would have thought you'd be used to the ship by now. We've been at sea for 2 weeks already.
Yes. Well, yes, I know, but the thing is... I was inside Kazuma's truck when I first came on board. And ever since there, I've been shut up inside the little wardrobe.
It must have been a very tiring time for you.
Please, don't give me that pitying a look. Okay, let's examine it. What can we examine? Oh, we can examine the door. What? This thing?
Yeah, what is that? Ah, a trap for catching mice. I thought so.
Yes, we have plenty of those back home in Japan. Although they seem to be using a plum of chalk or something as bait. Yeah, it's you.
Let me see. Yes, I think that's what is called cheese. It's made from the milk of cows.
Cheese? I wonder what that tastes like.
You can't eat it, Naruhodo-san. The trap will snap shut on your fingers.
Really? But... I suppose you're right.
You weren't actually going to try it, were you?
I'll have to eat for the past couple of weeks is Kazuma's leftovers. You don't know how hungry I've been in that wardrobe.
Man, missing meals. Poor dude. I'll find a little snack for you later.
Also, I never gonna be in a rat trap before. Because I am way too intelligent. You cannot trap me with cheese. Okay, let's see, what's the next thing? You can see the door. Or this thing. Let's see the ring, the bell. What do you think this is? It's a very pleasing shape, isn't it?
That's the emergency alarm. It's probably best not to touch it.
Oh, an alarm. Wish someone will just hand me a
Only in
snack.
times of emergency.
Sorry, I was reading the demo. Was saying. Wish someone will just hand me a snack. Nah, you can go. Nobody is leaving you in here. But just in case, don't leave.
It looks as though it sets alarm bells ringing all over the ship and brings the vessel to a complete stop.
Oh, this is like a... Oh, okay.
What are you doing, Naruhodo-san? You mustn't touch it.
But this is an emergency situation. You just look at these handcuffs.
You know full well that's not what the alarm is for. If you were to bring this vessel to a standstill for no good reason, you'd be in an even worse situation.
I wish everything would just stop. This ship included.
If you have to do something foolish, at least make it something that doesn't affect anyone else.
Okay. But I guess I'm gonna do something that doesn't affect anybody else. Does punching an orphan affects everybody?
Go over.
Okay,
Yeah, that book, that big book.
that big book.
Well, no, not the book. The ship selection first. Do that first.
Okay. This looks like a plan of the double S Buria. It shows each deck. Look. Each deck. Look.
The Buria is a large-scale steamship with a triple-skinned hull. What a marvel of engineering.
Well, it's been playing on my mind for a while now. Actually, but how is that such a large lump of metal doesn't just sink in the bottom of the ocean? That's physical. That's physics, actually. If you put a really giant ball in water, it's not gonna sink because the ball is actually filled with air.
Yeah.
It's simple physics.
Oh, that's really quite simple, Naruhodo-san.
It is.
Well, consider the Japanese archipelago. Archipelago, right?
The islands of Japan.
Yes, they're not metal, but they are enormous lumps of earth, many, many times larger than this ship. And they don't sink, do they? They've been floating happily on the sea since the gods created them.
Well, I suppose so. I have so many issues with that example.
Alright, read that big book.
Okay. Okay, let's read the big book. There's a huge book on the top of the table there, and there's a pen next door to it.
Yes, that looks like the ship's log.
Shall we have a little look though?
The writing is so neat and precise. Every detail about the voyage has been meticulously recorded.
You wouldn't expect Row and a ready sailor to have such a beautiful handwriting.
Oh,
And nothing. No reaction at all. I thought he might be appreciate the compliment.
yeah, I thought so too.
Hmm.
I'm not sure that rough and ready is much of a compliment, Naruto-san, even to a sailor. Anyway, last night's log is mostly blank.
Presumably that means there was nothing to report.
Which is odd.
So what a compliment for this
Touch
guy
the
will be?
door.
The door?
Yes, touch the door. That's the way to the second class area of the ship. Is something wrong?
I was thinking about making a run for it, just for a moment. Things aren't exactly going well for me.
I might be wrong, but I imagine the moment you reach for the handle of the door, that burly seaman would surely shoot you dead. Just saying. Oh dear, I'm sorry. Perhaps I went a little too far there.
Now, I started it with my talk of running away. Whatever it says. And there's no way I could run away while Kazuma's death remains in mystery anyway. Okay, let's talk with the guy here.
Yes! Oh god, where'd you come from?
Okay,
My vision was blocked, I didn't see him.
okay. Excuse me, but could I ask you something? Okay. I've been doing so much characters right now that my voice is starting to crumble, so I'm gonna let you do this one.
Alright, fine. You little stowaway murderer?
The pinnacle of voice acting. That wasn't good start, was it?
No. Alright, let me try instead. Good day, Mr. Sailor. I'm so sorry to trouble you, but Could I perhaps ask you something? You little third-class ladies' maid? Goddamn!
Okay, now she's starting to have the same treatment as I do.
Oh.
We seem to have caught this sailor on a bad day, Sato-san.
I am not sailor. My mother gave me name. I am senior crewman. Beef Strogan.
Stroganoff. That sounds like. Yeah, I think
that's good. Beef Stroganoff. That's good.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, the best thing is just to avoid eye contact, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, first class cabin area or last night?
No, last night.
Okay. Are you sure on what? Okay, Diamond says third class ladies maid. Jeez, my man's went in.
He definitely did.
Yeah. Where are you on watch here all time, Seaman Stroganoff?
All the time. So criminals like you cannot come in or get out. I wonder, could you tell us anything about last night at all? It is sad about student boy.
Were you on watching last night as well?
Of course.
And did you notice anything at the time? Anything unusual?
Duh!
Susato-san, did you understand that?
It was clearly a no. I saw nothing unusual, nothing at all.
And you didn't hear any strange noises or sense anything was wrong in some way?
I said no!
Sorry! I'm not so sure. I could have sworn that he wouldn't catch my eye for a moment there. First.
First class.
Okay. Mr. Stroganoff, about this first class cabin area.
Here we are in finest part of Buria steamship for very important persons.
What a sort of very important persons?
Government officials, kings and queens traveling in secret, many important persons. That is why I am always guarding this place.
Gosh, that's amazing!
But somehow I let stupid stowaway inside. I want to pick you up and throw you in ocean, but Stroganoff is not animal.
Thank you!
If I may, I was wondering, is the cabin next to Mr. Asugi's currently occupied? Dah.
Susato-san, do you understand that?
It sounded like dah. I think it's probably Russian for a yes or no.
Genius.
Disappointment is everywhere. It is not permitted to visit other cabins without invitation.
Well, it sounds like there is somebody in next door cabin at least.
Yes, it's tantalizing.
Passenger next door cabin. Could you tell us who's traveling in the next door, to Mr. Sagi?
His name is Mr. Grimsby Roylott. He is very important Western gentleman.
A Western gentleman.
Do not think about it. He has nothing to do with murder of student boy.
How can you be so sure about that?
Mr. Roylott is authentic Western gentleman. Such a man would have no interest in lowly student from insignificant Far East Islands.
That was harsh.
Could you tell us when Mr. Roylott came aboard? That is not your business.
Come to think of it, even though we've been on the ship for 2 weeks now and I've been in Kazuma's cabin for the entire time, I never once heard anything from the next door cabin, or even felt like there's anyone there.
Uh-oh. Well, presumably, since this gentleman is occupying one of the first-class cabins, he must be rather important, is that right? That is not your business.
Interesting.
This is enough. I cannot say more.
Oh,
It is time for me to report to cabin. You must return to cabin.
yes, alright.
Bulkhead to second class area is staying locked at all times. You escape when the lobster whistles on top of the mountain, or as English say, when the pigs fly.
Okay, Diamond says, I think I might have a new favorite character, and I think it will beat Beef.
Beef stroganoff.
Yes, I understand.
Good. Now we can investigate this area properly, shall we?
Definitely. Okay, I think we can move to the next area. No, I don't think so. Okay, examine. This is it. This is the cabin next to ours. The one the ventilator connects to.
Yes, the ventilator from which Kazuma-sama wrote that he saw a speckled band emerging.
Maybe whoever's in this cabin can help us solve that particular mystery. Let's ask. No answer.
No
What?
answer. We're out of luck, it seems. There's no one in there to help with our inquiries.
How annoying!
Oh!
Oh! Hey, someone! What was that? It came from inside the cabin!
Such a high-pitched scream. It must have been a woman.
Ooh!
Oh.
Stand aside! Onosa! I'm about to break the door down!
Mr. Sholmes!
It shan't be stopped! When the fit is on me, I revel in kicking doors off their hinges.
Please, wait, Mr. Sholmes. The door doesn't appear to be bolted.
It doesn't? Then how the deuce can I dispatch this muscular urge? What prey can I kick? I think we should go in. There's no time to think about stress relief. Ninth January, Double S Buria. First class cabin, number 2.
Oh, you got scissors!
Who are you? Actually, that's obviously a disguise. That's really obviously a disguise. So, yeah, it's up to you.
Who are you?
A Western gentleman? This man looks a Russian to me. We heard a woman scream.
A woman? Don't be absurd. As you can see, there's nobody but me in this cabin.
True, this old man does appear to be an old person in here. But in that case, who just screamed?
Get out, all of you, now!
Please excuse the intrusion, but you're Mr. Grimblesby Roylott. I believe.
Yes, that's me. And you are?
I am the one, and the only, the actual Sherlock Holmes. You hear of me, no doubt.
No.
I am a great detective among the great detectives, one who adorns the covers of popular magazines, no less. So I assure you, you may trust me completely. The man uses that magazines like a business card.
A detective? I do not trust detectives.
Why is that then? We distinctly heard a scream emanating from within these walls. But there wouldn't appear to be a lady concealing herself within the wardrobe this time. So may I be so bold as to ask you to open the small traveling case?
Really? What? Don't be stupid. How could anyone fit in a small trunk like that? I have someone in mind. 2 people actually.
You do. You do. Do you? I mean, if you cut it in pieces, you probably can't. So.
They're just that short, trust me.
Nah. Well, it is quite fashionable these days, is it not? Traveling inside one's trunk. Don't look at me. Ooh.
Oh! Oh, did you see that, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yeah, I did see that. Yes. The case just shook.
Leave now. Otherwise, I'll call the steward.
So this is Kazuma's neighbor, Mr. Grizzly's Royblood. There's no doubt about it. This strange Russian man is hiding something.
I couldn't agree more. Let's see if we can find some clues before that burly sailor returns.
Okay, Diamond Gold is saying how this Streamloots thingy work. Yeah, the Streamloots is working because you need to have an account in Streamloots, and you can actually search for that in the page for that. Give me a second, I'm gonna do that for you. And you can buy some Streamloots cards to actually redeem, and I do stuff on stream. Give me a second, I'm gonna show you what it is. Give me a moment, Chris. I just search. Okay, here it is. Okay, copy, and I'm gonna paste in here. There you go. So if you want, you can buy some Streamloot cards, and well, I play something else that is not this game, of course. You can interact with me, or if you are lucky, I can actually give you some Streamloots. But again, you need an account in that. So that's it. Anyway, where are we going? You read this?
Yeah.
Okay. Examine
Right.
Converse. Last night, first class cabin about the incident.
First class.
Mr. Roylott, we'd like to talk to you about something.
No!
Oh!
I do not want to talk. Leave my cabin now.
This is going terribly.
We're not getting anywhere here.
Oh, okay, thank you. No problem. I agree, but there may be someone else who can help.
This dude.
What is he doing? Perhaps that great detective could get somewhere with Mr. Roylott. Okay,
Let's start searching the place.
Okay. Let's search. Hmm. What can we? We can talk with Mr. Sholmes.
Yeah, we can do that.
Do you think you have a moment, please, Mr. Sholmes? You did only address me as Sholmes. That's what I just did, isn't it? Well, Mr. Sholmes, what were you doing in there? Why, I was resting, of course.
Ugh. Resting?
Indeed, I was contemplating our sea voyage from the confines of the world whilst waiting for the inevitable time that you will need to call my great powers of deduction into service.
Oh.
And it will seem that the hour is upon us now. The time has come. Am I mistaken? Well, no, actually, you're on the spot for once. Observe closely. Our Russian host is in this cabin. Mr. Roloff is clearly trying to hide something. And do you know what it is most effective weapon to use against a Russian hiding secret? Why? The truth, of course. Though it should be pointed out that such methods are not exclusive for the Russians. Right. Can you imagine how the Russians will react when the secret he guards so closely is exposed? Would you like to witness it?
Yeah. Oh yes, please.
Well then, what you are about to see might well astonish you. For I'm about to apply my great detectives greatly admire great deduction to the case.
Okay.
Could this man be more hackneyed portrayal of a obvious Russian, I ask you?
What?
From time to time, it occurs to me. Is the fellow devious of an account of his Russianness, or Russian on account of his dubiousness? Why did you say that?
Dubiousness.
I don't think either of those things should be occurring to you, or anyone.
That's right, and Mr. Sholmes. I know this man's beard and dark glasses are hard to ignore, especially on the first meeting, but once read, it is a capital mistake to theorize before you have all the evidence. Biases the judgment.
Yeah. Shh! I must have complete silence.
But what are you doing? Why are you peering at my face like that?
Ah, just as I thought. Yes, I have quite made up my mind now. Here was it. There can be no other explanation that accommodates all the facts. Mr. Royal, I have to reach two incontrovertible conclusions.
What do you mean?
Number one, your true identity is that of a villain.
Oh my goodness.
Using those shreds, you have about to end the existence of something most dear. Are you not?
Uh-huh.
And number two, the other conclusion I have drawn. You are, at this very moment no less, in the midst of committing a most grievous crime. Beneath that very, your mouth quivers with nervous tension as you realize you have been discovered. Does it not?
Ugh. Oh, Naruhodo-san, I never imagined I would witness one of Mr. Sholmes' great deductions with my own eyes.
That was a great deduction.
Nothing can deceive Mr. Sholmes. In a single glance, he can deduce all there is to know about a person.
What? Why ineffable waddle?
Oh yes, I've read about it countless times in The Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes. And now I've experienced the astonishing impact of his great deduction firsthand. It's like, this is like a dream come true.
Are you? Is that your dream come true? I can hardly believe it, but all the color has drained from Mr. Rollott's face. It looks like somehow both of Mr. Sholmes' conclusions were right.
How could you?
How could I possibly know such things you wish to say? Very well then. I shall elucidate. I shall explain how it was that I arrived at this pair of conclusions. So do I cordially invite you upon a journey of logical discovery. Let us board the train of reasoning. Put it plainly, let us work through my decisions together. Deductions together, sorry. The great deduction! The game is afoot!
Oh,
Ooh. All Might's identity. So, that dubious looking Russian Mr. Ron obviously what catches the eye in the first place.
this is of course.
It's the enormous pair of shreds in your hand. Now, we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? The answer, of course, is staring us in the face.
What's in his pocket?
You are on the verge of using the shreds to cut away the copious bird you spot. Now, moving on. The question then begged is this: why would you desire to rid yourself of this magnificent bird, Mr. Roylott? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter. Regard, if you will, this morning newspaper, in particular the fascinating front page article, which will appear you have read also, Mr. Roylott.
Damn.
I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The detective that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. In translation, the headline reads: Revolutionary Bill Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. As you cannot fail to observe, the subject of the article possesses an extremely copious bird. Having noted the article yourself, you decided to remove your incriminatingly facial hair before it gave you away. In short, your true identity is beyond doubt. You are the fearsome Russian revolutionary itself, Bill Bolshevik. Not that I've heard of you myself, you understand?
In conclusion,
A revolutionary on the run. Topic number 2. Wrongdoing. Now, as for my second conclusion, you are, at this very moment, on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And the proof of this crime, over there. Oh yes, Mr. Roylott. Taking unawares, people have a propensity to let their eyes stray, you see? It was you. And I assure you, your eyes speak so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. The answer we seek lies where the furtive glance falls. The proof of your crime sits before your very eyes. Yes, that's the trolley case. It is time, I think, that the case be opened in its contents laid bare.
No, I refuse.
That could you possibly be concealing inside, we ask? By my estimation, a young lady perhaps, one slightly enough to fit therein.
Don't be absurd.
And what, pray, will be the identity of this young lady in the troubling case? Dear me, we are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? Your careless coat-tail betrays you. Once again, we need only follow your furtive glance to find the answer. Yes, the reason you refuse to open your troubling case can equally be found in the pages of this newspaper. For there is another much stimulating article. If we turn from the fleeing revolutionary to the back page,
Something we didn't read. Oh,
renowned prima ballerina of the Novi Bach Ballet disappears from Shanghai. Such a headline can lead us to but one conclusion. Your crime is that of abduction. Okay, Diamond, I think I have a decent handle of the Streamlabs thing now, and I'm logged in. I think I might buy some. Oh, it's okay. Thank you for the buy if you buy some. Okay. And according to the article, the young lady name is Nikolina Pavlova.
conclusion.
Kidnapping of a young ballerina. This concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this Russian enigma, Elements K. That was actually really cool.
That was pretty cool.
So Sarah-san, that wasn't one of the great deductions I've been hearing so much about, was it?
Well, the stories are full of Mr. Sholmes' brilliant deductions, you know. But that did seem a little different somehow.
Excuse me, Mr. Shums, could you come over here a moment?
Have we passed it?
Pray! What can I do for you? It's about your deductions. Would you mind? Not at all. Go on. Well, to start with, there's the new paper article. I think we had the same discussion before, but... These two men look nothing like each other. Ah yes, I recall our discussion earlier, and at the time I believe I told you that the man in is a revolutionary. We are able to revolutionize his own appearance.
In fairness to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Roylott does look more like this man than you do.
That's not the point. And another thing, the part about him abducting the ballerina. Indeed, a truly startling revelation. At first glance, the case will appear too small to accommodate a young woman. Not just at first glance, it is too small, clearly. You'll be lucky to fit a 5-year-old child into that case, even if you push it really hard.
I don't suppose the missing ballerina is a 5-year-old child, is she?
You mean you don't know? No, the young lady is 15.
Ugh,
No, I didn't know. Crocodile!
Well, if she's 15, then 10 years worth of her would be poking out from the case.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna read what Diamond calls it. I thought them looking different was just a mistake in the model or something. I didn't think it'd be an actual plot point. It is! Unfortunately, in this game it is. Okay. Some years ago, I read something pertinent, I believe. A couple of men consuming vinegar daily in order to promote a certain lightness on their bodies. Vinegar? For such a sore punch, it will be surely be simply itself to contort on oneself into the confines of that small case.
That's gross. Oh dear. You might be thinking of contortionists in the circus, Mr. Sholmes.
This whole thing is turning into a circus.
It is. Mr. Naruhodo, something's occurred to me about Mr. Sholmes' deductions just now. I think his powers of observation are, well, magical. His eyes cut to the heart of a matter almost instantly.
Ooh.
It's just where he directs his attention and his logic that seems a little off.
Your idea of a little might be a little off itself, Mr. Sato.
It's just one or two keywords in his deductions that seem to let him down. So I was wondering if we might perhaps tactfully switch them for alternatives. What do you think?
Switch some keywords in his deductions.
Yes, but very tactfully. I feel sure if we could do that, we'd unlock the true genius of Mr. Sholmes' great deduction.
Precisely the thought that was going through my own mind. This man is a lot of work. At times, I wonder how anyone puts up with me.
Damn. At least he's honest.
It's not that funny. I and you, my good fellow. Sorry? Take a moment to look at your wrists. My wrist?
Yeehaw! Where are your handcuffs?
Huh? How did... I felt they might hinder your ability to follow me in our dance of deduction. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Mr. Sholmes, you are a marvel.
And don't worry, I shall restore the shackles to your wrist when we are finished. I'm not worried, in fact I rather stay like this. So, let us begin. Sherlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Course of correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes. Okay, let's see.
Little man's identity.
So, the dubious-looking Russian Mr. Roylott, obviously what catches my eye in the first place is the enormous pairs of shreds in your hand. Now we ask ourselves that could possibly want with such implements. The answer, of course, is staring us in the face. I think I'm starting to actually reread all these things, so...
Yeah. I'm not sure. Would you really use shears like that to cut off a beard? Hell no! It's
No!
The paper in his pocket.
I mean... if you have a really long beard, like... I don't know.
That creates split ends.
Sure. I doubt that's something I ever have to worry about. It doesn't quite sit right with me, though. Yeah, your turn.
I'm not going to be sitting right with Mr. Roylott either.
Which means, I suppose, that the detection is wrong.
Yes. Let's try to switch a key word here, Naruhodo-san, and see if it helps matters.
Alright, but how?
I think we should start by taking a long, hard look at Mr. Roylock.
I wonder if it's really his bear that he's intended to use to shreds on.
Exactly. If we do manage to find something that seems to fit the sense of Mr. Sholmes' deduction better,
Then what?
then I'll leave the rest in your capable hands, Naruhodo-san.
Why am the one to do something about this? Well, anyway, let's see if there's anything we could even use to switch around in that last sentence. What exactly was Mr. Roylott really going to use those enormous shreds for?
Paper in the pocket. Oh,
Comes to spare. No, I think this is all we can see.
what? Really?
Yeah. I don't think. No, we can reach the cut buttons, corporate spare, thick hat. Oh.
Hat.
Oh wait, is that?
There we go. There we go. Get it, get it, get it.
What the? What is this?
What's this? Oh, sorry. it looks like a cascade of stunning golden locks.
No. The color of is not the point. The point is what it's doing on the back of Mr. Rose's head, right? And how it's growing out from the underwear his thick black hair.
Well, yes, that's true. So it's stunningly beautiful and stunningly surprising. That's the ballerina.
Yeah, something's different and not right here. Golden shucks. Present.
Yes!
You were on the verge of using their shred to cut away the golden locks you spot. Indeed, you have identified the precise detail I was intending to expose. Such lush golden hair certainly does not befit an old man. You're not a man at all, you're a woman, and judging from the length and sheen of your hair, one still very much in her youth.
Oh no. If only I had managed to cut off my hair, no one would have suspected.
The question then begs this: why will you decide to rid yourself of these magnificent locks? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter. I'm sure it needs to no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is in the article about the revolutionary. Well, that was a shock. I had no idea that an old man was really a young woman in the disguise, did you? I mean, I totally called it. I totally called it.
You definitely did.
That man is saying, dude, you called this lady on disguise like 20 minutes ago. How are these protags only just now getting this? Story of my life, unfortunately. I am literally a fucking smart demon in a fucking planet of stupid humans. That's the thing. What? Why are you staring me at me like that?
Yes, it was a surprise, Naruhodo-san. She just seems unfazed. You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Sorry?
You look like you're in your element as you dance around the room deducing the facts with Mr. Sholmes.
I'm just doing what we agreed. I'm not having fun or anything. This is strictly business, you see?
Yes, I understand. Say no more.
Well, anyway, let's focus on this next part of Mr. Sholmes' deduction, shall we? the evidence that he is picking it out doesn't fit the facts at all now.
No, that's true, given that Mr. Roylott is actually a woman.
Exactly. He, or rather she, can possibly be this merciless revolutionary. I suppose it's because the deduction at Hull has taken a different direction now. Sorry, it was not yours. That was yours. Yes.
Switch the evidence for something else. Something that fits the facts as we now understand them.
For some reason, this woman needed to try to hide her true identity. I feel as though I either read or heard about a young woman in a situation like that recently. Alright, I'll do my best.
Alright.
It's in the newspaper, of course.
Yes, the back
Yes!
of the newspaper. Oh no!
Ah, wait. Are
Oh
you?
no, that's a penalty!
Ah, shit.
Fuck!
Are you quite concrete in you are identify exactly?
Alright, skip this part. Go.
Okay.
We know it's a penalty.
Yeah. Well, let me see that.
Skip.
I can't fast skip, so yeah.
Oh.
Ah, wait. We actually need to examine this.
We can examine. I couldn't see that part.
Okay.
Skip.
Okay. Hold on. Look for the evidence. Okay, give me a second.
Because it is a newspaper article, but it's the back of it.
Okay, examine.
Button. Turn it over.
There it goes. This is an interesting.
Have you found something relevant, Naruhodo-san?
Well, no, I mean it looks like it might be interesting. So Diamond says, "Do you call this lady?" Never mind. that was just the reason. Sorry. Okay. Now, let's see.
I can't read a single word, I'm afraid.
No, nor can I. But look at this picture. Perhaps it's about a beautiful young Russian princess, do you think?
She is very pretty, isn't she? I suppose you enjoy articles like this, do you?
I don't know. I can't make any sense of it. Ah, I'm glad you noticed this article.
Ah,
Allow me to give you a short summary of its contents. Oh, thank you. He pops up everywhere. This Mr. Schultz. It's about the disappearance of a young lady last night. The renowned prima ballerina of the Novech Ballet disappears from Shanghai. During a performance in Shanghai, the famous dancer was reported missing. She is, of course, the talented young Nikolina Pavlova. Why are Russian names so hard to remember?
alright.
It will appear the woman was in costume when she was found to be missing from their dressing room. Wearing the diamond tiara you see pictured, which is worth some 20,000 rubles.
Damn.
Oh, how much is 20,000 rubles?
I have no idea, but I'm quite sure it must be an unbelievable sum of money.
Susato-san's eyes are shining like diamonds themselves.
Damn.
The tiara is properly of Novivocha's palette. It will seem that the director is besides herself with worry. Yes, I'm not surprised. The company is most anxious to recover both Miss Pavlova and the valuable tiara. They requested international assistance at all ports with sailings to Great Britain.
Could this be another case of a Russian fleeing his or her country?
It does seem to be the Russian things to do.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response, Mr. Naruhodo.
Okay, now we have it.
There we go.
Okay, article about ballerina. Let's go.
Yes!
The evidence that reveals your true identity is of course the article about the ballerina. That's right, you hit the nail on the head. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. I know I will appear we are finally able to address you by your true name. Yes, because your true identity is that of the Novich Ballet prima ballerina. Miss Nikolina Pavlova.
Ah! Oh.
Call it. Totally call it.
You're right. My real name is Nina. I mean, Nikolina Pavlova. But please, I beg you, don't tell anyone.
Case closed.
Nailed it!
Already on the run. Solved! Okay, topic 2.
You're on there.
Now, as for my second conclusion, you are, at this very moment, on the brink of the committing most grievous crime. And the proof of the crime over there. Oh yes, Miss Pavlova. Taking unawares, people have property to let their eyes stray, you see? And I assure you, the eye speaks so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. The answer we seek lies on the furtive glance, folks. The proof of your crime this before our very eyes. That is the track case. This woman is the ballerina and she's right in front of our eyes. So clearly she can't be inside that traveling case as well.
No, that's right. It seems she wasn't abducted at all.
In which case, what is the crime this young woman is apparently committing? I can't see I'm going to have to step in and fix the great detective's mistake again.
You seem to look pleased, Naruhodo-san. Do you like the idea of another chance to dance around with Mr. Sholmes?
Stop it! Anyway, there must be something else here that shows what this woman is up to. Oh!
The
Yeah!
tiara?
The tiara! Yeah, it's because the tiara was way too expensive.
For our very eyes. Yep.
Wow! Look at this dancing tiara!
I've never seen anything like it. Are those real diamonds, do you think? No, Naruhodo-san, try it on!
What? Me? Isn't it usually girls who wear tiaras? Would you like to try it on?
Oh no, I couldn't possibly. It's far too beautiful.
Why does this tiara look familiar? I feel like I've seen it somewhere recently. It is?
Is? Look at the evidence. Oh no, you can't.
Yes!
There it is! Ah, never mind! We presented the tiara. The proof of your crime is surely this tiara. I bet this tiara is worn on the stage by dancers in the Novich Ballet, isn't it not? Indeed, it will appear to be identical to the tiara pictured here in this newspaper article. And if the reporting is to be believed, it's an item worth 20,000 rubles. In summary, The crime you have committed is theft.
Yeah? Oh no!
Yes, you have left your bullet troop unlawfully, taking their precious jar with you.
Ah!
Got it.
I have no one, no family, no friends. I am all alone, and I need money. But I did not steal the tiara. It was a present from, how you say, an earl? Fuchsia? It belongs to me.
This girl is only 15 years old, and she's run away all by herself. She must have been extremely lonely.
Alright, I will tell you everything. There's no point in hiding it now.
Come, let us not be hasty.
What?
There remains of one unsolved mystery about you.
Mystery? What do you mean?
You have stoically refused to open this troubling case of yours in your presence. It is reasonable to conclude, therefore, that there exists some reason why you wish it to remain closed. Is that not so, Miss Pavlova? I'm gonna say that it's a fucking pet.
It has to do with it.
My dear girl, there is no sense in playing games with me. Nothing escapes my attention. Indeed, I have a very good idea of the contents of your case even before I have even laid eyes on them. Dear me, we are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? Your careless cop Donnell betrays you. Once again, we need only follow your furtive glance to find the answer. Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is right on the books and the shell.
Nah.
He's completely changed the tack with his deduction style.
I think Mr. Sholmes is adapting his logic to the changing circumstances, don't you?
Maybe, but why is he suddenly brought the bookshelf into all this?
No.
It's just a wild guess, surely.
Oh, do you think so?
Well, it does seem likely that the reason why this young woman does want to open her case will have been written in a book that doesn't even belong to her.
Yes, that's true, but still. Miss Pavlova certainly did cast her eyes in that direction. I noticed it myself.
Then there has to be another reason why she won't open her case. And it must be somewhere in the same area where her case was involuntarily drawn.
I agree. That's the only answer.
Whatever she has hidden inside that case should be already following her gaze in the direction of the bookcase. Rules of passages, of course!
Yep.
Yes!
Rules of passage, because she got a pet.
Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Inside that case of yours is something forbidden from carriage of this vessel. What is the real reason why you refuse to open, thus revealing its contents? As within, the truck wobbles from time to time, but no weapon or other dangerous item could move of its own accord. Which leaves but one possible, Miss Pavlova. Inside your troubling case, hey, Ace, with that Renz. Yeah,
Ace,
how's it
hi,
going?
hello.
I don't know how to put it. I'm gonna say you, Ace. Ace.
It's Ace with the dreads.
Okay, with the threads. Okay, now we can. It's the last item. Listen for forbidden vessel rules of passages. A pet.
Yes, sir. In conclusion,
Possession of prohibited animal. Salt. Deduction complete. Elementary.
yay, we did it.
Okay, let's see now. So clearly you aren't who you said you were.
No, I am not Grimsby Roylott. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. Everything you said was correct.
You absconded during one of your pilot's company's performance in order to escape your homeland. Later that same night, you stole aboard this vessel, which could have been easy. The Borea is a huge steamship with a vast crew. Could she even have snuck on board without being noticed? In order to obscure the true identity, you somewhat recklessly took a guise of an old gentleman. And you intended to sever all links with your past by severing your long hair. Yet, to a woman, hair is no trifling matter. My personal recommendation is to leave well alone.
Leave well enough alone.
So, if it was just you about to cut off your own hair, who was it that let out the scream we heard from outside the cabin? That variable tinkling of a bell? Why, none other than this young lady, naturally. More like a full set of pipes, if you ask me.
I was so scared when I ran away in Shanghai. I was sure they would come looking for me. That's why I decided to, how do you say, disguise myself? So no one would recognize me.
Hey! Hey, so with Raiders, thank you for the follow! I really appreciate that!
Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it, yeah.
As a result for your transform... sorry, that's you.
Result, you transformed yourself into that questionable old man. I see. I put on the fur hat and fake beard. Then, just before you came in, I saw in the newspaper. Right on the page, there was a picture of me. I was so frightened. I couldn't stop from screaming. I knew that if I didn't change my appearance completely, they would find me. So I decided to cut all my hair as fastly as possible. I picked up the scissors in my hand and...
At that precise moment, we walk in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin door.
Things happen like that sometimes, don't they?
Things do indeed happen like that, from time to time. Are those two even talking about the same thing?
There's just one more thing I'd like to know. What exactly do you have inside your traveling case? You were right. It is my dear friend inside. My only friend in the whole world. Please, don't tell anyone if the captain finds out. If you say to any of the crew.
Your secret is safe with us, I assure you. But in return, you must tell us in as much detail as you can muster and about the events of last night.
Yes. All right. I will tell you. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, wasn't it something Mr. Sholm's great deduction?
It was certainly something, yes. I'm just not entirely sure what. But at least Miss Pavlova has agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible. Indeed, it is incredible. Ah, and one more thing. Oh, yes? What? Observe your wrists. My...
Cuff.
yeah.
Your hands are cuffed again.
What? But how? True to my word, I have restored your shackles. When and why?
There's still a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry to say, it can't be helped at the moment.
Can it? Really?
Anyway, let's listen to what Mr. Pavlova has to say. Miss Pavlova. I can't go on not knowing. I have to find out what the speckled band that Kazuma-sama wrote about in his diary really was.
Right. Speck up a band. What that will be. What happened last...
Start with that.
Run away, okay. You ran away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novovich Ballet.
Yes. I am traveling to Great Britain, and from there I want to go to America. I will never dance again. I want to forget everything about the ballet. I will start a new life.
You wish to forget a challenging proposition when you have that striking tiara as a reminder?
But the tiara is mine. I need it to live. I have no money of my own. The Novovich Ballet gives us only a little food and water, and we must dance all over the world. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, it would have killed me.
Okay, Diamond Gold says, alright, it's time for me to go to bed. I have to get up at 5 for work tomorrow. I hope to catch another stream one day. Yeah, it's fine, don't worry. See you later, and hope you have a really nice night.
Have a good night, and
Yeah.
be safe out there. So you ran away to protect yourself? Yes. And the crew of the ship, they have all been kind to me. They let me come on board. They say I could hide in this cabin.
If that is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova, it creates the most intriguing conundrum.
Yes, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Me? Oh, well, yes, of course. I think we should hear Miss Pavlova's explanation to what conundrum I'm not sure what. Conundrum.
Good.
Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle. According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night that you boarded this vessel. However, the double S Borea stopped by no port last night. That's it, of course. So how is it, pray, that you come to be aboard?
Now that I think about it, the crewman outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked him about when the occupant of his cabin came aboard. That is none of your business.
Yes, you're right. He did seem to be hiding something. Oh, so he knew about this.
Yep. An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the stage.
Sorry, what was that?
It is how the Russian newspapers describe one of my performances. And that is how I came to here too. I descended from the heavens because I am an angel.
Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid.
Mr. Sholmes once said, I never can resist a touch of the dramatic. It seems Miss Pavlova is the same.
A genius descends from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection. Words one says about myself. A quote from wonderful, extravagant advancement for the adventures of Sherlock Holmes, in fact. Yes, Mr. Shawi. Anyway, it doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us what really happened. What happened last night?
Yeah.
Do you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night?
One of the crewmen told me this morning when I was eating breakfast.
The man who died. He was a friend of mine.
Oh,
That's why we're trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night?
perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example? Perhaps people talking?
Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest. Perhaps its steam engine exploded. Perhaps everyone on board will have noticed if that had happened.
Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us? I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I could think about last night was what I had done and rather they would find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me.
Oh, I see. Okay, fine. So the friend you mentioned is inside your traveling case, is that right?
I don't think animals are allowed on board according to the rules of passage. Oh, please, don't tell any of the crew. If they find out my precious...
Then the burly Russians will bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt. So reassuring, Mr. Sholmes.
But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? It is, isn't it?
No. Maybe an adorable little rabbit? A toad! Ha! You credit Russia as a land with small rabbits, don't you? Oh, don't they have the same rabbits there then? You... You very well ask. I have no idea. You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of young ballerinas, friends. Isn't obvious. It must be a chicken.
Oh lord. Ugh, really?
Consider the benefits. A rushing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs, and when adversity strikes, it cools safely the needs of sustenance. So you eat your friends. I remember that.
On the same level as kissing your homies goodnight. Nah.
Okay. Well, it will appear this friend identity is closely guaranteed a secret not to be revealed. She obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. There's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it. Okay.
Yes, present the evidence. The diary.
Okay. Present. Actually, we're gonna examine this first. I can hear a faint whistling sound. Whistling. What does a whistling?
I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh, a snake!
It's a ferret.
It's a snake?
I
Tell me it is a snake.
I wouldn't call it a whistling noise. I would most likely say like a hissing noise. But present a diary anyway.
Okay. This is the diary of my friend who passed away.
His diary?
Yes. And he wrote in this in the last night before he died something like little unusual. It reads 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling around. A whistling sound. And then a few minutes later, 1-3 minutes, what looks like some kind of speaker pan is dangling from the ventilator grill. So, I'm going into detective mode right now. If it's a snake, like I said, because the whistling sound and the speaker band that it's saying, maybe the thing that killed him, it was not a human, but a bite of snake. If there is a snake in that case, that's the fucking revelation of the night for us.
I'll disagree with you on a later note. A speckled band? I don't understand.
It's strange, isn't it? But the ventilator he mentions joins to this cabin, you see?
Yes, sir.
It is up on the wall. Yours.
In other words, this cabin and the victim's cabin are connected together. Oh! Miss Pavlova, has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean something to you? Or the whistling sound, perhaps? I don't know anything.
Oh.
She lying. Oh no!
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Roylott. Yes, what?
Wow, she's fast.
Damn fast. Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to Captain's quarters at once, please. All right, I will come now.
What?
You must leave now.
Oh no, it's fine. Don't mind us.
Yes, please don't worry yourself, Mr. Roylott. Get out! The passenger said out! Or you want me to throw you out?
It looks like we'll have to leave investigating this cabin until later.
What a pity.
And so we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin, we were unceremoniously chased out. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passage outside.
Damn.
To be continued.
Woo, we made it.
It was a long stream, but still we made it. Yeah, let's save the progress.
Yeah,
There we go.
I am not feeling too great right now.
Because of the entire thing? Okay, no, you know what? Give me a minute.
It's mostly because there's no ventilation in my office, so the heat's rising, and I am not feeling very great at all.
Understandable. But anyway, I'm gonna call the stream for tonight. So the mystery must be on, unfortunately, until we next another day.
Yes.
So let's see if we can raid someone. We're gonna raid Just Goblin. Give me a second. Raid Just a CO. Just a CAO. There we go. So you guys go follow Just a CEO because he's a really nice VTuber, and I want to thank you to my little Quizzy Kitty to join to the stream, and we're gonna have another The Great Ace Attorney some other day, just to continue this adventure. Yes. And again, I want you guys to remind you that tomorrow I'm gonna play the Cut of the Lamb. So if you guys want to join me, I'm gonna play it on evening, not at night as I usually do. So you're always welcome to join. But anyway, that's the end of the stream. I hope you have a blast watching me, and as always, be safe out there and have a good night, evening. I'm not sure. So see you next time, my minions.